In order to get familiar with the Shocker RSX board, we're going to go ahead and enter into programming mode. To do that, you'll pull and hold the trigger and press the power button on the back. You'll notice that the power button has illuminated red, and the OLED screen at the very top indicates main menu, followed by a series of submenus. As you can see, we are now in the main menu of our programming system. That's indicated here right below the RSX logo. And below that is listed all the various submenus in our programming system. In order to switch between the various submenus, you simply click the trigger and scroll through. There's a detailed explanation of what each one of these settings does available in our quick start manual that you can find in the link in the comment section of this video. For right now, we have firing mode highlighted, so let's go ahead and make a change to our firing mode. To enter that submenu, you're going to pull and hold the trigger. And as you can see, that takes us into our firing modes. We scroll through the modes just like we scrolled through the submenus by clicking the trigger. So let's go ahead and select semi-automatic at the top there. So to select that, we're going to pull and hold, and it will bring us out to the main menu once again. In order to save that menu, we're going ahead and power the marker off. It's important to note that you can make multiple changes. You don't have to power off in between each. Powering the marker back on, we see that our firing mode has taken hold. You can see here where it says semi. Below that, we have an open lock symbol. This indicates that our programming lock or our tournament lock is disengaged, which is why we can make the programming changes through the trigger. Below that, you'll see eye status. The open circle tells us that the eyes are on, but there's currently nothing in the breach. This is also indicated here by the power button flashing green. The fact that it's green tells us our eyes are on. The fact that it's flashing tells us that there's nothing in the breach. To show you what it looks like when there's a ball in the breach, we're going to go ahead and put our finger in the breach here, and it will show you that the eye circle is now full and the green light is now solid. Taking your finger back out, you can see that it goes back to the way it was. Now you can shut off the eyes by pressing and holding the power button. You'll see that eye status has now gone off and the power button has gone to a flashing red. The advantage to having the power button with a dual color LED underneath it means that even in the brightest sunlight, if you're unable to see your screen, you will be able to see that power button and know whether your marker's live and its eye status. Below that, you'll see live rate of fire. That's going to be the most recently achieved rate of fire. The lower right corner is your battery indicator, and your lower left currently shows software version. Now there is an option to turn on your game timer, in which case it would replace software version right here. In this view, we've removed the left-hand grip panel. We've done this by removing the 3 grip screws and tucking the grip back behind the trigger guard. We've also unplugged the eye harness as well as the solenoid harness to give you an unobstructed view of the upper part of the board. Taking a look inside here, we see the connector here for the eye harness. Next to it is the solenoid harness. Down here is the power harness, and then below that is the mini USB. One of the neat features of the Shocker RSX is that the software can be updated through this USB port with any standard USB cable. Software updates will be available at shockerpaintball.com. For this final portion of the video, we're going to walk you through removing the board as well as showing you some durability provisions. We've already removed the grip frame from the body as well as unplugged the solenoid, eye harness, and battery harness. So first you'll notice up top here, there are 2 screws that reinforce the micro switch on the board. Then there are the 2 mounting screws here and down here. We're going to go ahead and remove those mounting screws and go ahead and pull out the board. Now we're going to go ahead and pull straight up on the board, and you'll see it comes out. Now you'll notice here that the OLED board is in its own carrier here off to the side. Also on that board is your power button. And the reason we've done this separate carrier is it does increase durability. It also means you're not going to bend any of the pins here on the main board when you plug one into the other, because they are both going to be nice and solid and easy to put together. I'm going to go ahead and flip the frame over and take a look at the other side. Now here on the other side, we can see the two mounting screws for the OLED board carrier. That's going to be here and here. If we remove those two screws, we'll be able to take out the OLED carrier as well as the screen and board itself. I'm going to flip this over one last time, and we'll be able to take the carrier straight out, and you'll see the OLED board, its carrier, as well as the on and off button. So that's a full breakdown and walkthrough of the Shocker RSX board. Check out our other videos for more information.